Hello and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. This show airs each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. Here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, there I should say, and also here on at 4:45 a.m. and then here on 4:45 p.m. Um, on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about it's part two of our show on knowledge and productivity. What is the tie between knowledge and productivity? I'm in my office here on campus in office hours, so I'm going to be speaking briefly about what's going on. All right, so today again we're talking about knowledge and productivity. Um, if you are enjoying the show, please swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation. You can also go to productivethroughjoy.com. We offer live one-on-one productive through joy consulting, both in a private setting and also we speak to, I'm sure you know, groups, organizations, schools, uh, and universities as well. All right. As you may also be able to tell, to discern from the show's title, we're also interested in the idea of using joy itself as a technology to move us towards our goals and objectives. As we know from 10th grade science, we know that um, that joy is tethered to an endorphin release. When the body's feeling joyful, what's happening at a biochemical level is the body is flooding itself with endorphins, and those endorphins give us a sense of euphoria that we can then leverage to move ourselves towards our goals and objectives. All right. So today again we're talking about productivity and knowledge. On the morning show we talked about the import of seeking knowledge, and we're going to extend that conversation today here on Facebook Live. So let's dive into the topic. So um, point one is that you want to know that, as we touched on a bit this morning, that being a seeker of knowledge has got to be a lifestyle. I mean, you want to be seeking knowledge in all areas of your life. I mean, I'm a professor, so folks, maybe I should give a brief bio for those who don't know the show. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. Um, I am the author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, which is coming out in America for the first time officially February next month. Oh my God, 2018 on Third World Press and bookstores everywhere. I'm also the former executive director of the World Stage Literary and Jazz Venue here in California. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English where I'm at right now in my office here at LMU in Los Angeles. And so I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption as to a single divorcee who was amazing. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Modi famously said, how you like me now, right? And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching the show. That in many ways inspires our show in the business because we know what it's like to come from hardship and difficulty, and many people like us, we have a built-in excuse as to why we cannot ball, have not ball, should not ball, and we're here to say that yes, we can ball despite our origins. All right, it's super important to embrace that idea and to know that to be the case. So, yes, you can please go to become a subscriber at YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. It's totally free. And get access to all of these videos. If you're enjoying the show, please, again, swipe left or right, invite people to join the conversation, and let's dive in. And so we're talking about being a seeker in all aspects of your life. You know, as a professor, I am around lots of knowledge seekers in academic sense. My colleagues, my students who are here on campus, and that's important. I encourage people to read books and be an aggressive seeker of knowledge, but also listen in your non-academic life, in your non-book life. You know, we can learn, seek knowledge also through individuals, right? Through people in our lives, friends, family, and not just knowledge about facts or figures, or in my case, I study theory of American literature, but life knowledge, like how to negotiate life. I was sharing with someone recently in my life, the women have been really powerful. My mentors in college were women. My PhD advisor was a woman. I've been around some really dynamic women in my life who really helped me. And one thing that I've seen, at least among my colleagues, not of course all women are this way, but in my experience, my female colleagues, mentors, friends are great at process, just being able to process things. I mean, really extraordinary. And one thing that I've learned, I've gained knowledge about, is the import of process. And having a process in the approach to life. That came from the women in my life. My point is that knowledge comes in all forms, and we can learn things, of course, in books from our academic pursuits, but also from the folks in our lives, which goes into point two. You can also, as we like to say in this show, you can learn knowledge through what I just call through metaphysical practice, through meditating, through various types of approaches to seeking knowledge through um, that what I would call ancient knowledge. So I'm a meditator, so my system is an ancient African, Kemetic or Egyptian um, system, which involves kind of meditating and chanting and visualization. Anyway, so this ancient technology, as part of it, I mean, without getting too mystical in this show about business, is that you're able to access a higher level of knowledge about, like, it can also be defined or seen or compared to intuition in terms of what to do, where to go, how to make decisions. So that is a great way to think about knowledge acquisition too. Spiritual knowledge is, I guess, the broadest way to think about it. And so we're saying, and we use that also in our approaches based upon people's belief systems. We try to get people to use ancient wisdom-based technologies that have a spiritual underlay, like yoga, meditation, and other types of systems, but based upon people's own belief systems and also their schedule. Anyway, it's very, very powerful. And so that mystical element to knowledge acquisition can be very powerful, which goes into point three. As you are seeking knowledge, you want to also apply it. That's the key. I mean, I'm certainly a seeker of knowledge, but I also pride myself on actually applying the things that I actually am doing. I'm learning, gotta apply the knowledge, guys. Gotta apply it in such a way where you are putting into practice what you're learning. So, boom, that's it for today's show. We are each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. on right now on Facebook Live. We're a show aimed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who like to own their own business, and those who simply want to live like a boss. Thanks for being here. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 4:45 a.m. Also, please become a subscriber on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. So until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.